Hasselhoff? You were robbed. Everyone knows it. But you know what? Sitting around feeling sorry for yourself won't change anything. You gotta get back out there. You gotta show them the real Hoff.
We open up with Cort, who is attempting to drown a furry friend just so he can get a quick access to some woman's landing strip.
Oh, thank you! Thank you! So how can I ever repay you?
Well, it's all in the line of duty.
Yeah, that's the John D. cunt licker we all know and love. That's if being television charming means running for mouth Congress. I bet he is wondering what bra size she is. Is that A, almost boobs? B, barely boobs? C, can't complain? Or D, for double dang? What, did you honestly think we were holding a lighthearted comedy court here? In this episode, Cort is coming down with a stereotypical sickness of PTSD, passed down from Shawnee feeling the casual guilt over someone he failed to save from drowning. Holy fucking rewind! My god, this is the fourth time this show laid the old PTSD stink egg. Like I mentioned, we just waded through deep water with this in the last episode. Like I mentioned, we just waded through deep water with this in the last episode. I don't think we need to drink more ketchup to get caught up in this upchucking of similar plots.
Man, thought naps were supposed to make you feel better.
Oh, so this episode decides to have a pizza break.
Hey, listen, man, I was gonna call in a pizza. Nice large onion, double cheese, pepperoni.
Do you honestly believe that pizza toppings is a proper episode segue?
Alright, fine. We'll just put it on half.
If so, the pizza dough, much like the plot, is flat.
I had a friend once. He hated pepperoni too. You know this friend?
You're really stretching this show thin as we begin with Cort entertaining us with a riveting tale of woe and heartbreak of how her victim drowned.
No, his name was Lance. Lance Jarvis. We were buddies back in school. About a year ago, Lance and Kate and I were... Kate was his wife. We were having dinner and we had some laughs, had some wine. Too much wine, actually. Next thing I knew, we were racing out around this building.
Where is he? I don't see him.
He's too embarrassed to face me.
Don't let him drown, John!
This is why Cort decides to put everyone in harm's danger again, because that's why they call him John Dickhead Cort.
Didn't he wash up the next day? Man, the ocean just swallowed him right up.
Meanwhile, back at Gander Mountain, Craig and Garner are having a camping and hang gliding excursion, with Mitch, of course.
If you guys really want to die so bad, I have a gun.
Here we have Mitch showing us how to take off in search of that cheeseburger in paradise.
Stop and they say, 25 years old, my mother, God rest her soul. I just wanna fly.
The forecast calls for clear skies with a chance of stock footage.
Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna fly.
So tranquil, peaceful, majestic.
Put your arms around me, baby. Yeah.
Aw, a hammock. It's like a giant net for catching lazy people. Looks like someone hasn't been skydiving, but he zoomed in on Google Earth really fast. What did I tune in here? The Amazing Adventures of Broken Leg Guy? Six months later on Brokeback Mountain, Mitch has survived only on a steady diet of acorns and pine cones.
Stolen, and I know I'm a different man. See, life hits and life hurts. Think I've seen some of.
What he didn't think he would have to contend with was more Animal Planet stock footage. Frankly, the snake didn't want to bite, but Mitch kept poking at him with a stick. Mitch not only crashed his hang glider, fucked up his leg, but he had his penis bit off by a rattlesnake and tumbleweeds down a mountain.
Take defeat, but I know Jesus walks with me, so I'll just keep on walking.
Sorry, Mitch, I think your lifeguard insurance only covers odd-numbered lives. Sucks not to be a cat right now, doesn't it, you little pussy? I'm sure those Baywatch writers didn't take into account it would be highly unrealistic to have these series of misfortunate happen in sequential order, from leg break, faking it, to making it, and getting fucked in the middle of nowhere by a serpent. Then again, David has hassled himself through more painful tests of adversaries since that one cliffhanger movie on a budget, where he died more times than a horror movie homicidal maniac. But yet, much like this ordeal,
worry about. Garner knows exactly where we are. He's on his way for help.
Safe to say, looks like Mitch has earned his white belt in fucked beyond recognition.
Where are we? We're down inside a rock quarry.
How the hell did that happen?
Open enrollment for Lifeguard Top Dog is now in session. Time to finish him off, Greg.
Oh, Craig, I broke my leg.
You sure did. Yeah, looks like we're in for a chilly night.
What do you mean we're in for a chilly night?
Yes, I know I'm supposed to be taking these reviews and analysis with an objective mind, but my biggest joy in analyzing these episodes is making the most mockery of stupid expressions. Craig breaks the news that they are stranded and Mitch is taking this well.
What are you doing hanging around here? Why don't you go get help?
I can't. We're stranded. I can't carry you out of here. I glided in.
You glided in. That's brilliant. Well, obviously you brought your headset.
Yes, I brought my headset.
Great.
I guess his plan to dominate the world through his music has been put on hold right now. So while these two dumbasses are stuck between a rock and many other dangerous places, now it's time for our very well refreshed and rested one, Garner, to save the day. What a better way to head into the face of danger than to get another crash test human pinata out on a hang glider.
Easy, Cougar. Just a walk in the park, buddy. You're a little low. You're a little low, Cougar. We're too little, Cougar. Give me some power. Some more!
And so the person least qualified, least helpful, and screams like a girl in all his appearances manages to literally go surfs up back to the beach.
I'm landing, huh?
What this episode could use right now is a little touching personal time bedtime story of wits and survival as Craig consoles his one limp dick.
Did get you a given special, too. Family of termites living in here.
About his poor rescue skills.
Remind me never to save you again.
You call this a save?
I call this a save.
No, I'll tell you what a save is. A save is when I am stretched out at home in a warm bed with lots of hot food and lots of loved ones fussing over me. That's a save.
Then again, all one's dying on a mountain with old eyes casting a snake eyes glare back at you is enough to make anyone wish they were eaten alive by the Donner Party.
I should have brought the roast beef sandwich.
Meanwhile, back on Cort's side, we find that Cort's friend never really drowned after all, but cooked up an elaborate plan between him and his wife to cash in on a typical insurance policy plot so that they could hit that reset button on their lives and be financially well off.
You needed a chump for the insurance company, preferably a lifeguard chump to be in the water with you when you drowned.
What was I gonna do?
Alias and lies.
A year of our lives down the drain. Kate was the good widow. And I had to stick it out down in Cabo. I washed a lot of dishes. I ate a lot of beans. Signs for the check in 3 days, John. 3 days.
Kate, no money's changed hands. That means no fraud, no jail time. The only crime you've committed is being married to a jerk.
What now? You grooming Craig to be your own personal slave boy? You really are a piece of work, Mitch.
I think it's better if you put me over there.
Oh, what?
On the other side of the fire. The least you could do is get some branches and some bigger logs. This thing's gonna last about 20 minutes. Why are you getting testy with me? I'm the one with the broken leg and the snake bite here.
You're also the one with a strange way of showing your appreciation.
If Mitch doesn't make it, make sure his second adoptive son, Jeremy Jackson, is just as miserable in season 2.
Does this hurt? Ah, of course that hurts!
I can tell their friendship is based solely on inappropriate conversations that no sane person should have ever.
How could you fly off to save me without bringing me any food, huh?
I had to choose between the med kit and the roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, right, like a candy bar really takes up a lot of room.
Yeah, these two have been friends so long that neither one of them can remember which one is the bad influence.
Good morning, this weekend where the memories are. Your favorite oldies, CBS FM.
We're on new me alert. His appearance might appear to be short and pointless, but you have to admit, when he shows up, he pretty much sends everyone to lifeguard jail by putting their helpless asses in place.
I don't know.
Memo to NBC, maybe this ought to be an appropriate time to have them all die in a rock slide thanks to Eddie's stupidity.
Easy. Take slow.
At this point, we need an act of God to retool and recast this mess. Mitch is brought to safety and has that expression of when someone asks if he is hungry and someone says, "Didn't you just eat?"
Thanks.
Moral of the story, don't try to tell Mitch that hunger is not an emotion because more soul.
An invitation.